There was a tiny house inside her tiny head. Inside this tiny house, there was a monster head. Before the room turns red, remember. The monsters appeared, I can't remember. When the monsters appeared, I can't remember. Monsters appear, I can't remember. I can't. Monsters appear, I can't remember.
Hi, how are you? Welcome back to my IGTV. I'm Domenica, but you know me as Domeces. I'm speaking in English. I know it's a little bit weird, but don't judge me, please. This video is a little bit different because this is my proposal for the next doll search contest. In this video, I will teach you how to do a makeup prosthetic like the one that I use in my makeup and all the process of my makeup for the next contest. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is doing a sketch for the makeup. I think this step is super important because it let you clear your mind and have all your ideas on a paper. To start making the prosthetic, you will need a base of your face. You can do it with plaster, so don't worry. In my case, I made an embroidery in my prosthetic, but if you want a full latex prosthetic, you can start with the latex. It's super important that we put Vaseline in our base before we start putting the latex, because if we don't put an oil base, the latex will stick to your base, so don't miss this step. Now we have our oily base, we can start adding the latex. I made this prosthetic with fabric and latex. If you can see, I put one layer of latex and one layer of fabric several times. Using this technique, I can make like a false skin look with the latex and the fabric. Once we are happy with the look of our mask, the only thing that we need to do is wait until it's dry. So let's move to the makeup part. For the makeup, we're gonna start covering our eyebrows with stick glue. It depends on how much hair you have, how many layers you will need, but normally I use 3 layers of stick. Now we need to mark the place of the prosthetic and let's start painting. We're going to use cream makeup. To apply cream makeup easily, you need to use a little fluffy brush and apply the makeup with that brush. And after that, with a bigger fluffy brush, we're gonna start blend. Once the glue is dry, we can apply makeup on the eyebrows. But be careful here and only use upward movements, please. And obviously, after applying it, blend it. Blend, blend, blend. Now we're gonna set the cream makeup with some loose powder or white eyeshadow in my case, and after that we're gonna do the shadows. I'm gonna start with black and gray eyeshadow, making a fake crease, upper than my natural crease. To create volume and start bringing a life to this doll, I'm going to start adding color to the high points of my face. I only use pink, reds, blacks and grays for this part. Once we get the colors on point, I'm gonna start line my eye, but I'm gonna underline my lower lash line for a more bigger effect eye. And obviously I will contour my nose for a very tiny nose effect. Let your creativity blows and put all the color you want in that face. Once we get all the face done, we're gonna move out to the body. Before I will start with any detail in the chest part, I'm gonna put the shadows of the chest with the same colors than the face. These shadows will mark the complexion of my bones, and I'm gonna use only pink, black and gray eyeshadow. For the details, I'm also using cream makeup, but now I'm using a very tiny brush, a very tiny and flat brush. And this brush will help me for grab more concentrated product and make fine lines. A tip you can use to keep the symmetry of the makeup if you're doing a symmetrical makeup like mine is measure your figures with your brush. It will help you to create and draw in more symmetrical ways the figures. Let's move to the funny part, more prosthetics. Now for the center of my makeup, I use another prosthetic of latex and fabric, and I incorporate some porcelain objects that I made. In this case, I made the prosthetic directly on my skin. Be sure to prove the latex on your skin if you don't want an allergic reaction. And again, like in the mask prosthetic, I put layers of latex and fabric. Now finally we're gonna put the eye prosthetic. For this I put some face glue on my face and on the prosthetic. Then we wait a moment until it's sticky. And finally we place it in our face and make pressure. For more details, I'm gonna apply another layer of latex for apply the same fabric that I use in my chest. And when we're happy with the result, I think we're done. So now for some final details, I'm gonna put a wig and let's start bringing this character to life. And that's it. That's the final result of my doll makeup for the next contest doll search. Now the only thing you need to do is enter to your haunted house. I really hope you enjoyed this video and hope you like it. Thank you and see you in your dreams.